Guys, welcome back. There's another great episode of Retro Roy. Today I've got some awesome pickups I've grabbed on the last couple of weeks. So I thought I'd show you what I bought and go through why I got them. So first of all, for the keen-eyed of you, last week at the Retro Games Fair you would have seen on the table this game a little marked up. Bugs Bunny's Rabbit Rampage shoulder footage, and it was there for 70 quid, and I've never even seen or heard of it before. So naturally I went online and I found a manual-less version of this game for significantly less than the 70 quid. So I just had to have it, yeah. Condition of it's pretty good. There's no tears or marks. It's a little bit out of shape, but you put that inside the box protector and it'll clean up nice. In terms of the actual game itself, what is it? I'll show you the footage. It's a typical 16-bit 2D side-scrolling game, platformer, where you just jump along and do Bugs Bunny stuff, I guess. It looks like a little bit of fun. Not sure I'll get around to playing it, but nice to add. Also, it's by Sunsoft, and they made some pretty good games back in the 16-bit era, so that's a nice one to have. Next one, it's a little bit of a strange item. I was watching a YouTube video about Super Mario World on the SNES, and they made reference to this magazine. It was a British video. You can't see it in reverse. It is Retro Gamers magazine, 150th best greatest ever games released in 2015. And I mean, I like having stuff like this just to flick through and have a read. You learn little bits of information and just get a bit more understanding and appreciation for the history. And obviously it just opens your eyes to other games that you might not have heard before. Spoiler alert, Super Mario World is number 1. Can you guess what number 2 was? Best guess wins a prize, down in the comments. Next pickup, I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm a big Resident Evil fan. It's one of my favourite game series for so many reasons. I'll do a separate video on it, I think, about my history with Resident Evil, because it's quite long and illustrious, but I managed to pick up the extremely valuable and rare Resident Evil 2 on the N64 complete. Condition of this is pretty good. I would say, yeah, it's very good actually. There's a small little tear and the box is a little bit out of shape, 1 or 2 creases. Like I said, it's complete with the manual, and the manual itself is pretty hefty. For those of you that don't know, without going into too much detail, Resident Evil 2 took everything that was good about Resident Evil 1 and just made it a lot better. Multiple characters and better action sequences. The graphics were all around better everywhere. It's just a great game. And this came out when Resident Evil was firmly fixed on the PS1 and the PS2 kind of platforms, but they managed to squeeze all of Resident Evil 2 with all of its detail onto an N64 cart, which was quite the achievement for back then. And I think because it was more popular on the PlayStation, they didn't sell many. Everybody knows the N64 was a little bit more kiddie friendly, so to get a 15 rated game on the N64 was a pretty big deal, but because of that it didn't sell that many and the game is quite desirable. So the next pickup is again a little bit random, but it is a clear Game Boy Pocket. And you probably can guess I already have a Game Boy Pocket. I have a yellow one and that's fully boxed in really good condition. So why did I get the clear? I'm a big fan of the clear consoles. You can see that, being able to see all the electronics underneath and from behind. I'll take Pokemon out, you can see underneath and all the workings on the ribbons. I just think they look really cool. And part of what I was going to do with this is upgrade it. I'm going to take it apart and upgrade the screen and maybe the battery. I'll see what else I can do. So coming up in another video, you'll see what I do with this. I'll just fire it up. No, I won't, the batteries are dead. But yeah, I tested it with Pokemon. I'll put in some B-clip to show it working. And yeah, great little pickup. Last but not least, I've got something a little bit special. Inspired by Zelda. Inside my little hidden chest. It is Paper Mario on the N64. Now, here's a confession. I'm not actually an RPG fan, let alone a Paper Mario fan. Obviously I love Mario, but I've never really played any of the Paper Mario game series. My nephews love them. I've seen them play it plenty of times, but it's just RPGs never really done it for me. I remember when this came out on the N64, it was kind of a big deal because the previous Mario RPG was, what's it called? Super Mario Land RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. I've got it on the shelf behind me. So I wasn't actually going to get this, and it's quickly become one of the most valuable games on the N64. It's super expensive. So the value kept on going up, but I just didn't buy it. But then I'll show you footage of my Mario display now, and it did look like something was missing, and that's something I thought probably should be Paper Mario. So I decided to buy this just to complete the collection and put it in. The box itself, it's not great, it's got quite a bit of wear to the edges. There's definitely better examples out there, but I didn't pay what the going rate for it is at the moment. It was £250. However, the other criticisms I've got for this one, unfortunately, I'll take it out, is manual was again not great, folded edges and things, but the cart sadly is quite faded. If you can see that. So obviously it's there, and the label's yellowed a bit. So it's a bit faded, which is a shame. It is a shame. So coming up, what have we got on the channel? I need to do a review of the PSVR 2. We've been playing with it for a bit, so at the end of this week I think that'll be uploaded, and there'll be some special guests in the reviews. That should be pretty cool. Then I did a visit to the awesome, I think it's called Retro Games HQ in Swindon. I've got some video footage from that, and I'll record the video of my pickups from there and post that. And then maybe I'll do a games room tour. I'll go through all the various goodies that I've got in here at the moment and talk about what I want to do in here going forwards, and show you guys what we got planned after that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Keep it retro.